How's it going, viewers? Concept here, and we are another F1 2017 game. This track was called Like This, and we're here on the Cypriot Grand Prix, and we have to choose one F1 team at a time. So I got this on the ID card. So look at my age was for the age 493, the age of 493 days of working hard and not so working for much as well. And when I joined this game, so absolutely I'm going to be playing this game for a lot of years until I get terminated on year number 20. So we have to use from the F1 team that you must choose, and you have to pretty choose only one for F1 team. So this is the Cypriot Grand Prix. So this is the Cypriot Grand Prix, and we're gonna be choosing some one F1 teams at a time. So absolutely it must be not F1 17. So if these cars are look like the F1 2011, so if we're gonna be choosing this car, so we have F1 teams such as that you nothing what is there must be a Lamborghini, there was one Scuderia Ferrari, and the next one was really nothing as well. So there must be one Minardi at the back. So I really don't know what it is, and I actually wanted to know about one for just Shell. And there was the XUX Cross, and there wasn't an F1 team for just one, so there must be I don't know what is ever. And there must be the Red Bull mixed thing, and it was absolutely so weird. The next one is Toro Rosso, and it's absolutely not Red Bull as well. So the next one is Williams, and what is that car? It's kind of Sabre, or isn't it? And there must be an Aston Martin, there must be a Jaguar, and nothing as well but Peugeot. And it was absolutely not such a quite a thing. And we got some lap times to do, so I'm going to be lapping for a lot of laps. So if I'm going to be driving with this big Formula car, so I really can't. And where's the sun? It must be sun setting right over there, so it is gonna be a nighttime, or I really think there must be flags over there, and we're gonna be trying to do anything. So let's start with the Red Bull Formula 1, and we're gonna be trying to do a Toro Rosso. This game does have day and night cycle, so we got an first invalid lap for exiting to the pits, so we're just having a good out lap. So if we're gonna get up here by the end of the subway, so I might able to speed up. This game has day and night cycle, by the way, so I already say that. So and this track does not have any features, and there's no ways to things to do. So this track was on the finished layout, and the full length of racetrack was absolutely unfinished, and everything is unfinished as well. And this track cornering was absolutely unfinishing, and it's everywhere and nothing that I can possibly do. So let's do a lap time at night, and I just a little bit damaged myself a little bit, and it's gonna be my first lap, and there must be say start to start a race, and we're nothing to try to do so. And if we're gonna be first laps, and we just got make things socially weird as well. So we finish our first lap, and I probably nothing is going to make things so right, and this is not so well. And there must be one chicane, and I cannot see throughout the track limit, so I just screw up the track limit. The moon shines at this one, and nothing whoever it is. And I just a little bit cut that corner, and nothing as well. And I really cut the corner because there's no chicane, and I fall out the map, and I get killed myself for this time. So let me just reset the character. You guys, this isn't Williams. It's F1 2011 cars, so it must be 2017 or something. And this must be not the 2011 or 2017, so I really don't think this must be the 2011 car or something. So let's get right out of the pits, and no one's sure that I'm going to be pitting exit or once. And let's get right up here, and there's lap invalid for somewhere else. And I can't even steer, so this car was absolutely a little hard to steer, but absolutely hard to steer, and I smashed one for these barriers. And looks like I went off to the track and I just spin off. Since we're always keeping fail for laps, and I just a little bit cut some corners, and because of that kind of mistake and very big, huge announcement, I mean, it's just an accident or something. So let's start the lap, and we can do it as always. And there's another invalid lap for double corner cuts. And this is so much very stressful to drive with these cars. And I can't believe it, I just keep on spinning out. I won't get any damage since I went back into the pits. So let's put this car back in right there, so where I started right this moment. And I won't able to reset my characters, so let's regain this F1 car. And looks like it's absolutely regaining one car at a time, and nothing you can ever wanted to do. And if you wanted to drive some F1 cars like this, make sure I'm gonna be let me know, and I won't able to drive with some F1 cars, so even some F1 cars like fast acceleration, so I'm using that one kind of vehicle, and it won't able to get it capable of, and it won't able to exactly as well due to pit exits, and looks like we're getting out of the site. Some F1 cars look like La Hille's Grand Prix, and this was modeled in 2014, and looks like this car looks like absolutely the F1 2014 car, but absolutely it was looked like a Ferrari car, and it's possibly looked like everything was Ferraris, and looks like this was the Ferrari F1 car. So this car design looks like the F1 2014 La Hille's Grand Prix, and I remember that I recently uploaded in the F1 2014 for the La Hille's Grand Prix. I just cut too much, and whatever it is, and this is very hard to drive, and a little bit hard to drive, and it's a little bit easy to drive to run, and I just smashed one of these cones and barriers, and even I just gonna get killed myself. And where's the moon? So right over there, so you cannot see for the onboard views, so I can still that I might able to do this. Here we go, here comes the dirty lap with the Ferrari cars of clones of Ferraris everywhere. And I just smashed right there and almost cut that corner. And there's one curb here in this corner, and this is not what so, and this is got very not very stressful as well. So we hit 250 kilometers or just studs per second, and the moon is coming down right towards to the end. So we're moving on to the morning side, and nothing you can see this on the sun right there, and it was absolutely nothing that you can see right there. So I almost fall out the track, and there must be the collision part of this one, and looks like we're gonna be re-entering back to this one. So we're absolutely getting on to the second lap, and we're not doing this by now. So we're almost there at the finish, and we did not a finish for the cornering cut, and looks like, and we're finally finished one lap, and we just absolutely survived one lap with this one. Well, the moon is setting down while I'm resetting this character, so looks like I pretty did. So I did a very good survival. I'm not going to get old, so my account keeps on getting old, so I'm not going to make a new account. So looks like we're going for Ferrari, so we cannot do it. Actually, we're at the Lamborghini. It's for premiums only, so the Lamborghinis must be absolutely a premium, so there must be the Scuderia Ferrari. And looks like the moon has already setting down, so even the best way to find out ways to fix myself. So these F1 cars look like pretty much not stressful at all. So these are the soft tires that I'm going to be exclusive, that I'm going to be absolutely using as the soft tires. So maybe I cannot do this, but maybe that's enough for this time. So The moon is already setting down, so the sun will come up shortly. But not lastly, there was the extra storage right on their side, so there must be a new F1 garage with a safety car in front of it. So there must be two F1 cars between the Ferrari and Lamborghini, so there must be banners and even like some other things, like some sort of things. And there was even a podium, so I'm just not going to able to finish like this. So there must be curbs around and everything goes, and it's still in development, so not anymore. Well, I just totally driven for 3 laps and I got 4 corner cuts as well. So if you liked for today's video, so make sure this game link is in description below. So I hopefully it's almost 4 or 5 years old as well. So anyways, thanks for watching and for all your support. This is Turbo Concepts signing off, and I'll talk to you guys all later. And the sun has already up into the sky as well. So anyways, I'm not going to drive with some F1 cars, but that's enough. So I'll talk to you guys all later. Until I'm not going to do this next time, and I'll see you in the next video in the next hour or 30 minutes.